Hello everyone. In our today's video, I'm gonna give you this entire portfolio website for free. I will provide the source code and I will also show you how you can customize it and then deploy it any of the good source like Vercel or Netlify. Now, maybe you remember I have been created 3 videos to how to create that website like portfolio website from the scratch, but as you see its video is old and the React has changed a lot, so that I created this one using that VITE.js, and now you can follow through that CSS pattern for those videos because I'm using the same CSS for the Tailwindcss. So this video can help you to understand the build-up mechanism, but if you want to have this website, you can follow this video only and I will show you how you can get everything and how you can change all the pages from this chart. So first of all, let's see what we have in this portfolio website. As you see, we have one header. In the header we have our icon, just a logo, and then we have that good nav link. If you click any of the thing, like if you click in the feature, it will take us to the feature and the project, and that is happening using that React scroll. So if also we reload our application, as you see how slick and smoothly it's just giving the transitioning, and it's happening because of the framer motion. So this is the banner section, and then the name, everything. If you click any of the icon, it will take you to that particular things where you can see all the location available. LinkedIn, you can just add your viewpoint. I'll show you of course where you can actually change those things, and then you can change your also the profile picture. Then we have what I do section. In what I do section is called the feature section. In the feature, what kind of work you establish, you can link your patronable work and something, you can customize it and you can make it more approachable the way you feel it better. Then we have our my project section. In the my project, if you click on that, it will take you to that in the GitHub contemporary link, and also it can take you to that YouTube video link if you created any. And then after that, you can see your resume section where you can showcase your education, your professional skills, your experience, your achievements, and every single thing is very unique. As you see on say hover, the changing pattern is it can show you which one is active, and it's also changing the background color. Now we have the testimonial section. In the testimonial, we are introducing that React Slick to scroll through that Slick application, and as you see the transitioning still is very smooth. Then we have that contact with me section. If you click, you know, it will recheck all the error and something, and if we just put that all the thing is perfectly, just type something and even I click, I believe it will give an error. Yeah, so and once the error is coming, as you see, it's highlighting where the error is happening. So by that way you can the user can easily know that one. And if I just make it that test purpose and test messages, and if we click, as you see, we're getting a succeed message which is happening, getting with the name we provided, and also we are giving that successfully the message is sent forward. And now we have that footer section. In the footer we have all the responsible link, and you can combine that link to create your own testimonial link the way you require. And now to get that entire website, I'm gonna provide you 2 links. One, it will be the GitHub repository link, and that repository link you can either combine with that one, you can go through there and then you can just get through that, copy that, and you can do it. And now also you can download the zip folder, then extract that, and then you can also use it. And also I'm gonna provide you for that one, that Google Drive link from where you can also download that one. All the link, it will be available in the description below. So as I'm a programmer, so I will just better to select to go with that the clone one. So I will copy that link, and also just copy that. If you want to just go with along with me, I will go with a very similar paste. I will just go this VITE folder in the free website. Now here I will open my terminal. Now inside my terminal, I'm gonna run that git clone, and then I will copy the one I have copied from there. As you see, it will clone that entire portion, all this every single things it's gonna clone from there, and it's already have been cloned. So let's go inside that. So it will be free portfolio 1. It's 1 because I'm gonna provide you more than like 8 or 10 website, which one you can easily customize, and then you can learn the mechanism by doing by yourself. I'm gonna show you how you can do it. So this is the first part, the first video. And if I put the ls, I'm inside that folder. So if you are going over there, as you can see that free portfolio website 1 is there. So what you can do, you can just open that in your code. But before you open, what I want to recommend you, that git folder, you just delete that one from here. Otherwise, remember, I just clone it from my git repository. It's gonna track it, so you can remove that. If you cannot see that folder actually, then what you need to do, just go in the view section, get the show, and just tick that hidden item, so you can see all the available items there. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put that code dot, so it will open that one in my code editor. And by the way, I'm using the VS Code, Visual Studio Code, and it's very good to use that one. If you feel free, if you want to use any other code editor, it will be fine. So now first of all, let's see what we have in our package.json file. And where we are seeing that one, we can do one more thing, is that, let me open my git bash, and now we'll also put that npm install, because whenever we are cloning that cloning anything from the GitHub, the node modules, it will not be there, because we are using that .git ignore file. And whenever we are pushing anything, we are just accepting that we are not pushing that node modules, because it's gonna be a little bit heavier to push that one. So in the package.json, we have the framer motion, we have React, the latest one, we have that React DOM, the latest one, we have React icons, React scroll, React simple typewriter to create that typewriter instances, we have React slick and slick-carousel. And the other one in the dev dependencies, we have the Tailwindcss, TypeScript, VITE, and entire website is written in the TypeScript, so you can go through it. So first of all, before going further, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just make that npm run dev to open it in our local machine. Now it will open in localhost 5173. Let's open that one, and as you see, it is faster than normal application. It's just coming in very handy and pretty fast. So you can go to the VITE documentation to learn how you can get started with that. But for this video, everything is set up, all the Tailwindcss is set up, so nothing to worry about. Feel free to just follow through, and also don't forget to go in my channels, because there is a tons of video, so where you can actually learn the designing pattern, e-commerce website, and many others. Feel free to subscribe my channel and like the video if it's actually helping to you, because your one like maybe encourage me to create some more videos. So let's just close that one, enough that things. So let's go over here. So now this is the website you are just getting that one at the initial play. So now what we have in this entire proposal, we have one public folder. Now from the public folder, what you can do actually, you can change the Fabi icon. Remember, there is one icon at the top, you can change that icon. So just rename that icon as a fabiicon.ico, and it will do the trick. And after that, we have this our node modules folder here. Then every single thing is happening inside the source folder, and outside of the source folder we have that our index.html file, where you can change the title, you can change the description over here. Remember, you are not the John Doe. I will just want to give you your name, like you have, your name is William Ken, okay, and you are not a full stack developer. Maybe you are a web designer, and also you change that one, it will reflect here. You see, William Ken, the web designer. So in that way you can change that actual things, and also you just change that one Fabi icon, put the same name and just change the icon, and it will reflect also over there. So after the HTML, outside is not that much trick, because Tailwindcss everything is set up for you. And by the way, this entire website also for that, it's very responsive, and as you see, it's responsive for all the devices available right now. And if you click on the home, it will all the tricks is actually working for the mobile devices and any kind of devices here, so you don't need to worry about the responsiveness. So now first of all, let's go back to our source folder, because everything is here in the source. In the source folder, here we have that VITE file for the reference in the VITE client, and then we have the main folder, and this main folder we are declaring our index.css from here, and that app is the start point where everything is started. We have our neighbor and all the instances, we just import it here in that app.tsx. Now before going that deep into the app.tsx, we have one asset folder where I have all the images. As you see, those the banner image, the logo image. You can change the logo image or banner image. What I actually recommend you to do, keep the same name at the banner image.png, and then just remove that one or just drop that one, your own image here, and no need to change in the code. It will reflect that image here already because it's connected there. So now what I did, actually I have my contact image, project image, testimonials, all the section images available here, and then I created one file which called it index.ts. so now here I just import all the images, then I export from here. So now I can actually reflect and import the images from this file. So that's a simple trick. You can feel free to do it, or if you want to change it in your own way, you are welcome. Then we have our components folder. In that components folder, we have all the components whichever we have been created. We didn't use any page section because as you see is in the single page application, so no need to worry about the paging thing and other. So just all the components is available. Then I have one constants folder, and here also we have that index.ts. Now this entire nav links, and also whenever that has an ID and the title and the link, because we actually mapping through all that here. And by the way, as you see, also you're hovering, as you see how there is a blur effect is happening. That blur effect is coming also from that our neighbor components, which I'm gonna show you later on. Then we have one actually fonts. I'm not using that font, so feel free to delete that one. I forgot to delete it because what I did, the trick is happened in the style folder index.css. So here I did the trick. I imported that one, the Poppins, and also another is the Montserrat. So these two fonts I utilized to use that one, and then I also used make that two fonts is here. The body font it will be Poppins, and the title font it will be Montserrat. And also the screen sizes I declare here. Even if you don't want to declare, you can go through the default Tailwind variables, but I want to do it on my own. Then the body color, light text color is available here. I'm gonna later on I'm gonna show you how you can change and you can utilize that one. Then also we have that box shadow. And now some of the class name which is available here, that's I'm gonna explain you in a bit. So first of all, let's go in our app.tsx, and the first one is our neighbor. As you see, there is a body color, so this color is reflecting from here. But what if you want to change the body color? It's a simple way. You just go to the tailwindconfig.js, and now here you can just change the color. I want to use that color. As you see, once I change that color, you see it's reflecting here in this particular website. As you see, now what you can do, you can particularly change the instances of the shadow instances and others, and then it will reflect. So in this pattern, as you see, it looks pretty cool. So it depends on you. I will just keep that same pattern. You can feel free to just change the way you want it to be changed and do the trick as the way you like. Depends on you, but I'm just gonna show you how you can actually do those things. So first of all, let's head back to our neighbor. Now in the neighbor, we have a just simple trick here. You can change the logo from here. The source folder is available and all the design is available here. It depends on you. You want to change or not, you want to keep the border or not. It's preferably depends on you. Then we are declaring that unordered list and all the nav links data as we import from that index.tx file. Then we are declaring here within a link variable which we have been imported from the React scroll. So that pretty much all. And also for the smaller link, once we're gonna show open menu, then also it's gonna change. So there is, if you want to change the title and others, you can change it from here. Like if it's not the home, like if it's the, you want to keep it as the main section, as you see it's reflecting here. So go back to the project, come in the main section, is happening, the change is reflecting here. So now after that, let's go back to in the banner section, because our name is not the John Doe. We want to change our name and the title here, and that is happening from that banner portion. And in the banner portion, we have two separate sections. One is the left banner, one is the right banner, and the text is happening in the left banner. So now that is the text. So the name we will change, which is that William Kane. As you see, we are now William Kane. And now as we are a designer, you can change from here, designer, and other text feel free to change. As you see, once you reflect here, I believe it gonna reflect here. Okay, professional, yeah, professional designer. So change the text whatever you like, and then that's the details text here. So this is the pretty much everything. Like you want to change the icon, like this is my LinkedIn account, so it will reflect me in my account. But if you want to change, just change that details, just change that link, and it will work pretty much fine. So don't you have no need to worry that much. If you want to put any more icons, depends on you, you can put it as the way you want. And in the right banner is one single thing which is happening for the banner image. You see, that's the image. Just change the image, or you can directly import it. And as you see, everything is wrapped in the fade in, and that fade in is the fade in.tsx. And over here, I think that's not record here because we are declaring there. That's actually for the Reactjs. So now here we are declaring that motion effect to create that fading parameter. So, because once we are just, as you see, if we reload, it's slightly coming, and also if you go in the other section, it's just appearing smoothly. That's the one happening from that fade in. You can change the portion if you want. You can change the opacity, visibility, duration, and or other things. Like if you want to give the duration duration 1, or if you want to shoot reduced motion of 50, just to test. Let's see what's happening. Okay, as you see, wow, and it's coming very smoothly and slowly. So it depends on you. You can just make the way you prefer. Okay, so I think that's the banner section. Let's go back to the feature section. In the feature also, we are featuring our projects, and those project is coming up from the card. So, and that's the card we are declaring everything. I believe that's the feature, right? Okay, yeah, that's the feature. So in this feature, as you see, if you want to change the title, this is our first feature. If I just comment that one, you will see that one of our feature is disappear. So that's the feature we are giving here. Like you want to change that feature as the not the business strategy, like design strategy. As you see, it's changed, and the changes is happening very quickly and smoothly. And also, if you want to change any things, just pass the thing. And if you want to change the icon, like I want to change the icon, any icon you want to give, like for YouTube, don't forget to import that one from the like React icons. So that's the icons we use. Let's see our YouTube icon. As you see, that's already changed in the SEO optimization. So you can change all the parameter, depends on your skill and the regulation and other things. And after that, we have that our project section. And remember all the things, like also in the project we have one variable called title. Remember, in the title we are declaring the giving the title, one title text, and then another one is the project. So one title, one description. So you can change the color. So as you see, that's the dark. You can make it like blue 500. It's gonna reflect here. As you see, the color is changed. So it's totally up to you, because I'm passing the design color. So this design color also coming from the Tailwindcss that config file. So now it depends on you to how you gonna reflect that one. So that's the project card. And in the project card, if you want to change that like where the GitHub account is gonna reflect, you can pass that prominent GitHub account from here, because I'm not passing that one, because I'm just directing to my own GitHub account and on the single YouTube account. It depends on you if you want to create your own variables instances. And after finishing that, you're gonna come here in that section where you can pass your resume section, and this is here actually pretty much tricky. You want to change your education quality, and to do that, because it's rendering that education, there is another component which name is education. That's the one. So let's open that. Now you want to change the title, education quality, job experiences, everything you can do it from here. You see education quality, like if you want to put that education session, it depends on you. You can change it. So maybe 2012. So you see, that's the changing. Now you want to change your degree and other things, and that is actually happening from the resume card. So that's everything we are passing there as a props. So now maybe you don't want to put that BSc in computer science, so maybe you want to put in BSc in I'm just putting some demo, maybe it will not be available, graphics design, just to show you how you can do it. As you see, BSc in graphic design, you can change the number parameter, change the university, change the description. It will just follow through the suit. And also there is the other parameter where you can actually make the job experience. I'll just add an X, job experiences, as you see reflected. Now you can put your title, what kind of job experiences you have, where actually you work, which is will be by subtitle, then the result, like which country you have been there, and the other things. So feel free to follow through and go through each and every section. That will give you a very good hint about it. And after that, as you click on the professional skills, as you see, your professional skills is available over here, and it actually reflecting in the skills section. So now in the skills section, we are creating a motion span, which is actually providing this unique design. So now you can change it again, your desirable and preferable way. So now you don't want to make it as a photo shoot. Maybe you want to make it as a graphics design, as you are a designer. So as you see, your skill is reflected. Maybe you want to change not the 100% but the 80%. So let's see if it's happening, it's giving us 80% or not. Okay, 80% is coming, but it's not reflecting in the span tag. And how actually we can do it? We can make it as, just put in -8. Okay, let's see. No, I think it will not reflect from here actually. So let's make it 100%. So that will actually reflect from here. Okay, so that's the 80 we have been done. So now, like if we keep it as 80, we also need to give the width as 80%. So it's gonna reflect as the child. As you see, it was been 100, now it has been 80. So if we just give its default value, so also let's go as a 100. So in that way you can change. Then we have on our experience section is the pretty much similar with that's our education section, and also happening from the resume card. We are just passing the title, subtitle, result and description. So that's the way you can actually feel free to achieve that one. Then we have the achievement, the similar pattern. All the 4 pattern, like 3 pattern is similar except the skills. Same, pass the everything as a props and it will do the trick itself. And also it's already proven to have been in responsive. So whenever you are in the smaller screen, it will do the trick to like reflect itself for like prepare for that smaller screen. So no need to worry about to change anything to make it extra responsible. Now after that, as we have the testimonial section. In the testimonial, we used a slider to combine those things, where we are giving one image, we are giving the title and other things. So as you see, for the sliding section, I pretty much you just better to go to React Slick to read the documentation. Then you can come over here. So first of all, you can change the title for that, like what the client said, and the testimonial section. Then we are having the slider, and in the slider on the div we have that. So now maybe I want to change the name for that one. So I think that's the first image. As you see, once we are in that, it's reflecting also with that. So let's just, okay, that's our first one. I want to change the name here, so make the change at okay, that's the sub changing, so we want to change the name. Okay, that's the name. Okay, make that, oops, Stephen Don Joe. So as you see, it's changed and reflected. And also you can change the title from here, and now you can, there is a lot of things you can achieve to combine that. Depends on you. You can choose all the details and text. So that's the things. And now we can actually go through that our contact page, not the page, the section. In the contact section, as you see, the things you can change. You can just connect your database to give you the responses, or you can connect to any of the API to get the responses. So that's the pretty much things you can do it here in that handle send. So as you see, every single things you're receiving here. So from here you can just give the post request, or whatever the request you want to follow through, you can pass it from here, and details is actually passing here. And I believe that's the contact left from where actually we are getting those portions. So you can change as you see. Remember, we are not in John Doe, so let's change that one. So it will be William Ken, and that will be the what we are, web designer. So as you see, that's reflecting. And again, you can change your actual things from here, or you can create an separate components to do the trick to change it here. Okay, so now, and actually how you can, or you can do it, you can just give a challenge to create, like you can create one here which will be social links.tsx, now RAFCE. Now here what we can do, actually we have these three things, so I can just copy that, and in the social link, inside an empty braces, I'm gonna paste it here. I'm gonna import that. Let's just import. Okay, so I have these three things, so I will save. Now actually I can get that one. Instead of typing everything here, I can get that social links, and as you see, that also working here just fine. And what I did that one, because this three links is available in so many ways. As you see, if you go back to our footer section, okay, let's go in top, because we don't need to import that here. So let's go to footer.tsx, and as you see, that's the same thing. We are keeping that one, so I will just combine that. So now as you see, that is working fine, and if you click, it will take us to that particular link, and everything is working smooth and fine. So I think that also we can remove from there, and one actually we use in that banner section, and that is in the left banner, remember. And these three things we can also remove from there. Okay, and it will do the trick. Okay, so in that way you can whatever you want to make that component wise, you can do it. It's very simple to do that, and it's very handy if you can utilize that one. So as you see, that's our footer, and in the footer we have links, then we have the other links. You can actually pass that links as an array from that our remember we have that okay, I think we missed something. Okay, we need to remove that. Okay, or you can just declare here as a export const, then give the variable name, then you can pass through the value, and then you can do mapping through that all the value from here to display that sectionable data here. So it depends on you. Again, if you want to change, you can do it. So this pretty much all the way you can actually customize that one. And now it's about time to how you can deploy that one, right? You have that built, you just clone it, you change everything. Now you want to make it as live as we have here. I believe we have okay, that one, it will be portfolio1.reactjs.com. so now you want to get it as your particular website, right? So how you can get it, how you can do it, actually it will not be the portfolio one, that's actually previous one. So it will be let me remember the name. I think it will be something a free portfolio website. Yeah, free portfolio one website. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's actually giving that thing. So now this the website. So how you can actually having that link with that, you can do it. I'm gonna show you how you can do it, how you can deploy it in Vercel. We'll do it right now. But before doing that one, as you see, once we are just scrolling, as you see that blur effect is happening. Remember, I have been told you I'm gonna show you how I did that. And to do that one, I'll just go to the navbar, and that is actually happening from here. As you see, I'm giving the background color as a 70% of opacity and also following through with the blur. So that's the things which is giving the trick. If I make blur as Excel, the blur it will be a little bit not that much deeper. Let's go here, that's the side. As you see, that's not that much deeper, right? Like not that much blackish. If we give 3 Excel, yeah, so that's actually something more, but 2 Excel is suitable. So from here you can change, or if you don't want to give the backdrop blur, you can just remove it. And as you see, it's giving all the blur, removing the blur, because the opacity, we are not seeing the actual background color. We just remove that opacity from that background color and it will be fine. As you see, that's working smooth. So in that way you can change. So now it's time to take that website in the next level, and we can do it by utilizing that one within our GitHub account. So you need to go through your GitHub account. If you don't have a GitHub account, just open one. It will be very helpful if you have that. So in the GitHub, you need to open a repository. So let's create a new repository. So that one is name, we will give that free portfolio 1. So, and I'm gonna give it the name as VITE for the YouTube. So let's create, so when it's creating that actual repository, we need to come back here in our actual file. Let's close our terminal, and now I want to check the git status. Remember, we removed the git file, so it's actually in my root file, and to keep it in the actual file, I need to run this command, which will be git init, and it will initialize the git in my this current folder. So now my git is available. If we go back there and have a refresh, as you see, the git is already initialized. Now I need to run, like I want to add all the file. If you come over here, as you see, actually is tracking how many file we have, the changes file. So this all file you can just go through one by one. You can just click here if you want to create a single file. So it depends on you. You need to go in a lots of file one by one. So we have an like nearly 51 changes. So I want to add all the file, and for that one, git add, and after the add you need to make a space, then the period or dot, and after hit the enter. Now it will add all the file. After the git add, we need to pass another command, which will be git commit, and then I will just make it as initial commit. And before, and also like before pushing that one, what you need to do, actually I'm now in my master branch. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run this command actually to change my refactor my branch. So it will be branch, and I'm gonna give it as a main branch. And now I need to connect my git remote repository over here, and after that I need to push that. So it will be gish put u origin main. So now what we're gonna do, it's gonna push all my file, whatever we have, except the node modules. Remember, we have one .git ignore file. If you don't have the .git ignore file, create one in the root folder. Then you need to include that one, so that it will be easy to just drop everything in the GitHub. So if I hit the refresh, you're gonna see everything is available here. Okay, so now it's time to go head back to the Vercel dashboard. So if you don't have the account, it's very easy to open the account in Vercel through the GitHub. So once you are landed in the Vercel account. So now there will be the option which will be the add new project, and we will go through the new project. So if you didn't add any of your GitHub account, it's gonna first initialize the first initialization. It's gonna ask the credential and the permission. You need to give all the default values, then it's gonna actually having the permission to implement that. So we will actually do that one, free portfolio VITE. Let's import that one. As we use the VITE to create that, as you see it's reflecting here, you just simply need to deploy the application and it will work just fine. As we are using the VITE, it will be very quick and very simple to implement. Okay, cloning complete, and it's running the Vercel build option. And you see, if you're having any error flag, it will be there. I think okay, Tailwindcss, okay, I think npm I, okay, that's the one. We need to make that tailwindconfig.ts. Okay, what I'm gonna do, because it's saying to run that command. Okay, so to implement that, let's come here and run that. Okay, let's see if it's gonna actually giving the trick or not. Okay, from where actually we're getting. Okay, git status. Okay, git at git okay, so you're gonna push that. Maybe some little error you're gonna have. You see the source constant tailwindconfig.ts is actually the constant file. Okay, that's the source. I don't know from where actually is happening. That's my bad. It's a mistake to have that file here, but because we have one already here, it's my bad. Maybe by some dragging way. Just recheck your constant folder. Okay, I will just also go in my actual repository where actually I have been deployed my that one, which the link I'm gonna provide to you. So let's see inside that file if we have that constant. Okay, that's the constant. Okay, here is not, so you don't need to worry about. Maybe it's in my problem, it was in my local directory. Okay, so again, git commit m, it will be removed. Okay, it's my bad. It was just a silly mistake, and that's why it happened. So you don't need to worry about that one, because you will not get that error actually. So let's go back to Vercel again. Let's go to there and the portfolio VITE, and again you see that already the changes is happening. So let's go to the building thing. Okay, so as you see now there is no more error, and as you see, because with the VITE it's very quick, and as is only a single page application, so nothing to worry more. As you see, it's already deployed that one. So let's go and visit that. Okay, maybe it gonna get a bit of time to load that one at the initial setup. And okay, we are good to go. So as you see, our website is available here. Oh, that's cool. So now you can actually share that link with anybody else, and you can have to, like, if you want to plan to have a job or something, you can just pass that link, then they can view it. They can go through each and every single page, whatever you have, what kind of things you have like acquire, and what kind of knowledge you have, your platform and everything it can showcase here. And what I recommend you to do, change the design pattern as the way you want. I give you the ground to play, and so you can play as the way you feel it better. So for your information, you know, all the links, it will be available. So I'm gonna provide you the link and other things in the description. Feel free to go through that, implement that, and make your another nice one. And by the way, if you want to actually contribute with that application in my GitHub, like in here, the link which I'm gonna provide you, if you clone that here, and if you're still working in my own like Git repo, so you can also commit. And to do that, actually what I'm gonna give you an idea, you just clone that one, then open your own branch you can give your name, or you can give any branch name. Then you can push from there, like git push that /u origin, then not the main, your branch name, provide your branch name, then the commit will come here. Then also I'm gonna pull that message, I'm gonna reflect that one, and I'm gonna mention you after the changes has happened. So all the best for you to have this entire website from the scratch. I wish you all the best, and I believe you can do it. So yeah, we'll see you in next video with something more and visualized pattern.